Sometimes it's a mystery. Are we there yet? I'm just gonna start this off, man. I'm gonna start this off on a good note. I'm gonna start this off on a really live note. Everybody's happy. The Abyss of Legends just happened to everyone. We were all doing totally fine until the Abyss of Legends had to happen to us. And that totally changed some stuff. So let's just start this on a good note, you know what I mean? Got my Doom t-shirt. I'm ready for stuff. Yeah. Welcome to Wednesday, bro. Wednesday. Just gonna reuse it. Okay, so in the community, today was a huge day. A huge day. Abyss of Legends came out. Yeah. And we need to talk about it. What's up, Bought and Blood? Man, Wallet of Legends rather than the Abyss of Legends? Yeah, right? But not as much as I thought. I don't know why I am so bummed out, man. I am actually totally bummed out. I just watched a few people in the community stream. I watched the most famous one just stream and beat it in probably under 3,000 units. It was roughly somewhere around there, 3,000 units. Definitely under 6,000 units because he had a bunch of stuff in stash as well. With boosts and 565s. And it took him 6 hours. And I think I'm a little bit bummed because I really fooled myself in thinking that, okay, Kabam said this is an unbeatable thing. It's going to be months and months before somebody figures it out. And then I was really under the complete illusion or delusion from myself that, all right, maybe we're going to get an itemless, some sort of itemless challenge, and that's what was going to end up taking so long because people are going to have to go over and over and over and learn all these fights and really get to be nothing but skill. But man, 6 hours later, just about, it's 20 of the hour, and it's been live for less than 7 hours, man. That's crazy. That's really crazy. I think I'm just gonna grind some arena and just talk about it. What's up, R? Yeah, R. Exactly, man. That's exactly what I was thinking. So, yesterday, this is as far as I got with America Online's version of Labyrinth of Legends. I got the same list of champions and champion bosses that you guys had. That everyone, I have all the same information, and I looked at it and I said, "Yeah, no, this is crazy. I don't have any interest in this because it looked on paper to be an absolute nightmare, man. It really did. All of the crazy nodes, the 240 hit combo limit. I mean, we went over it in the stream the other day, and I only had an interest in it from like 2 years from now, and by that time, I'm sure the rewards are irrelevant. I mean, they are relevant now, and they're really good now, and they just got even better after seeing that initial clear. I mean, I just finished Labyrinth of Legends less than 6 months ago with my 565 Aegon. And by the time I finished it, the only thing I really wanted was the generic Awakening gem. And, you know, even at that point, I had a pretty crazy roster of 5 stars because I had just waited so long. Man, there are people who still haven't beat Labyrinth of Legends. There's a ton of us in sort of the map 5, map 6 type folks, map 7, I'm sure. There's a few of them that haven't finished it. Anyone who doesn't have an Aegon probably, you know, is thinking that it's a tall task and the rewards are pretty blah at this point. They're so out of date because Tier 2 Alpha is coming in like it's crazy. Most people have more Tier 4 class catalysts than they know what to do with. Cavalier crystals, honestly, completely destroyed 5-star Awakening gems. just because you can spend 200 units and end up with a 6-star or a 5-star, and most likely you're gonna get a 4-star. You know what I mean? Or 300 units and you're gonna get whatever feature champion. So, plus the variants, their lowered difficulty has lowered the threshold for people being able to get in and complete that content and get crazy stuff. So, I'm off track. Abyss of Legends was completely off my radar, and I was kind of curious to see what the community was going to do with it. I was kind of totally under the expectation today that we would see a bunch of train wrecks, and I really wish we did. Not that I wanted to see anyone get frustrated or see, because I like all these guys, man. I in one way, shape, or form, I like them. I respect what they do. I'm going to remain, for our sake, completely Switzerland on the topic. Neutrally, if I was in their shoes, I'd want to succeed too. You know what I mean? And secretly, over here in Kill's world, I was hoping to see a complete train wreck and see people get roadblocked and just absolutely stomped in this Abyss of Legends, and they didn't. And because they didn't, I think I'm not gonna even open it up tonight. I want to see what tomorrow's aftermath and tomorrow's thoughts from the entire community is, and I want to sort of. Now I'm going to do my research. Just like when I attack any other content, I'm now going to do my research. And I don't have Doctor Doom, I don't have Human Torch, and I don't have Nick Fury, but I do have a 565 Aegon, and I do have a Quake 5-star, and I have a few other tricks up my sleeve, and a pretty dope roster. So I'm curious. Initial completion might be really soon, or really in my near future, and I might put Act 6 off to the side even a little bit, not even for long, because I have a unit stash, and it didn't look like I was gonna need all of my units to do this, man. It seems like it's kind of a letdown. Did it not seem a little bit like a letdown? I mean, granted, you're gonna end up fighting. I don't know how many fights there were. 10 to 15. I had to just sort of click around and check in periodically. I couldn't watch every fight after fight after fight because that's 6 hours I didn't have to dedicate to that, man. But 5 million health, 5.5 million health. Yeah. Symbiote Supreme. See, that's what I want to know. That's why I want to wait and pick some people's brains in the community. Some of the folks in my line group, I mean, everybody, this is kind of a thing. People were watching. So I'm kind of curious to see what the breakdown is in the community and what the general, how warm the water is in this whole Abyss of Legends thing. It definitely seems less daunting than what I thought. So, we might be doing initial clear soon. Makes you happy that you have a Torch, Aegon, and Symbiote Supreme. Yeah. I don't know. I thought Kabam was gonna back it up, but here's why I think Kabam didn't make it an actual. I mean, it didn't look like an actual crazy challenge. You could just bring your revives, bring your units, and get it done. I think if they made it an actual challenge where people were like totally frustrated right now, you were watching your favorite streamer and it was like, oh man, I can't get through this. I think the community might have raised hell. What's up, Black Fang? Good to see you, man. Oh man, I'm doing all the talking and I'm not doing any fighting. I'm just like probably a few folks here have just watched the initial completion in the community, man, and those are my thoughts. It seems like it's gonna be a bit of a lot easier than I thought. What's up, brother? Welcome, man. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Did anybody here watch any of the Abyss of Legends takedowns or initial clear? Anybody see anything? I mean, I don't know. So here's the thing. If what we saw of an initial completion, I saw at least two people taking two different paths. I saw one person taking a very similar path to another. And if to come to find out that, I don't know, that maybe you can get this done in 5 runs. Maybe there's only 4 runs. I know there's a few chests. There's like only 4 chests, right? So does that mean that you can 100% this in 4 runs? If that's true, you know, I'm thinking about 100%ing it. Why not? I don't know. I'm also concerned if it's going to be that easy. If it's going to be that easy and a lot of people in the end game are going to start having multiple rank 3 6 stars, that's going to really that's going to shoot this whole thing up. People are going to have prestige going throughout the through the roof. 5 stars are going to start to really, I don't know, man. They're going to start to take a back seat. People are going to really go 6-star crazy. The whole push is going to head towards 6 stars. And I'm not ready for that yet. I think a lot of people, when 6 stars were introduced, they weren't ready for the whole 6-star thing to happen. And if these rewards are going to be relatively easy, and Tier 5 basics are now going to start to basically flow like Tier 4 basics started to at one point, it just feels like they're pushing progression like crazy hard. 2 paths left on Quest 5 for Uncollected event quest. Nice, man. That is awesome, Bought in Blood. You would hate to run it and not get a Tech Awakening gem? I hear you. But what are you gonna use your Tech gem on? What champion? And what other options do you have? I'm curious. So anyways, long and short of it, Abyss of Legend looks a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Matter of fact, it looks like it's fairly doable for someone who's in the end game. If you have units, it looks like it just basically requires revives to get through. And if people are willing to pay whatever to get there, man, these people in the end game are just gonna way progress, being able to rank up all kinds of 6 stars and just blow the spread right out of the water. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think we're about to see. I think we're on the cusp of seeing a whole new generation of Marvel Contest of Champions, just like we had at one point when they started introducing 6 stars. Ghost, you're gonna awaken Ghost. Nice, awesome. That I can tell that starting in phased right at the beginning of the fight for 2 seconds adds quite a bit of utility. You don't even have a 6 star yet? Yeah. I will say that Abyss of Legends, if it is easy-ish, it's good for folks who don't even have 6 stars yet. It's good for people who are still just coming up because it gives them so much content to do. There is so much content for someone who's just starting the game today. It's crazy. And every little bit of content is exciting, rewarding. The only thing I really haven't enjoyed in this game is Variant 1. That was not that fun. My initial completion of Labyrinth of Legends was a little brutal. But now, man, you have the ability to get a 565 before you do it. Labyrinth of Legends. So, Yeah, no, I hope you get an awesome 6-star as your first 6-star. Awesome champ. Your next rank 4 is Sentinel. Man, Sentinel has so much utility, it's crazy. Sentinel's awesome, man. He's got crazy utility. Not only being double immune, he has armor break, he has shock, the ability to become unstoppable, regen, a very strong armor up, incinerate. Oh man, he can do a lot for you. Plus his damage is really good. Ramps up really nicely, and his synergy with Emma Frost, for every one analysis charge, he gets +1 physical resistance. So he just becomes an absolute tank. Very good. Very, very good champion. And Ryan, you brother Sharp, you need that. And Dickie, you need that. But yeah. Abyss of Legends, man. I'm excited to see what people say tomorrow. I guarantee you, by within 24 hours, someone will have 100% that. What's up, Joe? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I was running a little bit late today because I wanted to see what was happening in the community. You know what I mean? I was watching that. Watching the initial completion from a couple of folks of Abyss of Legends. What's the best counter to Nova? You don't have a high level Ronin yet? Symbiote Supreme will do you really well. Scarlet Witch, Dr. Voodoo, anybody who has some sort of nullify effect will absolutely work for Nova. Someone with a low crit. Your Captain America Infinity War should do okay. Who else? Anyone who can nullify will do you just fine. Mephisto, Dormammu. Venom would probably work because he has sort of a pseudo nullify on his L1. Plus he has bleed. Yeah, I think anybody like that. Anyone you can out damage Nova with. My initial completion I used. Wasn't playing Ghost like Ghost. Think about Nova. I think I used Sunspot, and I spammed my special too and got him down real quick. Let's see. We're almost at the 3 multiplier. Let's bring a couple of rank 4s in. I like Beast. I haven't played Beast in a long time. You have a rank 3 Symbiote Supreme and a rank 5 4-star Dr. Voodoo? Yeah, you should be totally fine. The mix of the two of them should be good. By the time you get to a special 1 with your Dr. Voodoo, you will definitely you'll definitely be converting some of his furies into the Spirit Poison, and you'll have a couple of Loas, hopefully. I love Dr. Voodoo, man. I know his damage isn't the craziest, but still, he is a reliable nullified champ. And I almost like him as a better nullified champ than Symbiote Supreme. Symbiote Supreme will throw up the staggers on the champ when you're on the defender at random times. But that's the problem. It's random times. If you really need to shut something down, Dr. Voodoo is a one you can do it with. Land on an even combo, and you have guaranteed yourself to shut down whatever it is you're looking for. So I still like Voodoo. Plus he has defensive ability, accuracy reduction. He's good. He's a good champ. There is one thing I really wanted to test out in Act 6. I'm thinking actually we should do that now. I spent so much of this opening just talking about, just trying to get all my thoughts out, man, about Abyss of Legends. A few streams back, when I was looking to plan to get the Havoc chapter down of Act 6.3, I was looking at the Unlinked Node path, which has a Mysterio that requires an armor break and a poison to do damage. And I was thinking King Groot. But now, I really want to test that fight with Man-Thing. I want to test that fight with Man-Thing, and then the Man-Thing and King Groot synergy. Because if that works, I'm going to take Man-Thing to rank 3, instead of just slowly and painfully pushing my way through that fight. So maybe we'll test that right now. As a matter of fact, that's decided. Let's do it. Because I was thinking about that very recently. I need my most recent notes for that one. Where you at? Blade, Colossus, and Thing are the 3 people I have noted down here. Let's check it out. I can't use Blade because I have him in Alliance Quest. I do have Thing. I crossed out Emma Frost. I don't even really quite remember. I know Void did some good stuff. Let me just grab Man-Thing and we'll go in and just check it out. Because I don't remember what fights led up to... I think there's 4 or 5 fights that lead up to Mysterio. We'll get it done. We're just going to test this out, man. And if anyone has any thoughts about Abyss of Legends, or anything. 1, 2, 3. I really do want to keep working on this Act 6.3 100% exploration. So I haven't forgot about this. That's for Colossus. That may have been another... Huh. That's Void. A Biohazard and a Nanoplague. What's up, Darkness? Anyone can counter Nova. Yeah, bait the special one. Have a good, but if you have a good Nullified Mystic champ, then you're set. Yeah, I did, man. I did. Matter of fact, were you in there? Are you a mod on that? For Seaton? But yeah, I did. I watched that, man. It seems it seems like it's gonna be not nearly as bad. I don't know why I was so bummed. I was actually bummed. I thought that we were gonna get a piece of content that was legitimately gonna be so difficult that people were gonna be hitting roadblocks and it was gonna be an absolute train wreck today. It's not. Um, so secretly, I'm a little bummed about that, and I'm not exactly sure. It's probably not a good thing. A little selfishly, I thought we were going to see something that's totally crazy. But here we are. So this whole path seems sort of designed around King Groot, now that I look at it with fresh eyes. I'm going to use Sunspot for... There was another guy named John with a very similar last name in a stream, and I was saying, "Oh man, oh awesome, Darkness, what's up?" But maybe I just have it confused. But yeah, what are your thoughts, man? What do you think? I pretty much checked in for the entire 6 hours. I couldn't sit down and actually really get into it. Just being at work and stuff, but it really seems like a beefed up Labyrinth of Legends is honestly what it feels like, and that's not. I am getting absolutely wrecked, bro. This True Strike Massacre does a ton of damage. Nailed it. Oh, that was you for sure? Okay. Have you 100% Labyrinth of Legends yet? I feel like you have. I feel like I remember when you did it and you were talking about it. I need to redo this Massacre fight. I can't believe I have a hard time dexing out his SP2. I don't know why. You finished? Not enough items? Oh, okay. So you started doing a run alongside Seaton. But you're going to actually do an attempt? So that's what I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking I'm going to do an attempt relatively soon. I just want to see what the fallout is from day one. Because I also don't put it past Kabam for them to go back and make some adjustments. And I also don't put it past Kabam to just leave it as it is, and then it being just this not nearly as threatening as I once thought it would be. I don't know, man. I'm bummed. I'm bummed, but I'm kind of excited. Because I like opening up 6 stars, and all of mine are trash. All my 6 stars are garbage. Alright, fool, come on. Whew! Almost ran out of charges. So, the other thing it looks like is Aegon is going to be an absolute beast in this Abyss of Legends. Which, when I was reading through the boss release in the beginning, a couple weeks ago, it looked like they had some counters and we're going to need to bring a full spread of all kinds of stuff. But yeah. You got through a bit of it though without using units. It's a lot more attainable than you expected. What team were you using? What kind of setup did you have? So you certainly can't go through, it looks like, you can't go through a full, with a full Aegon setup. Like the Heimdall with the Angela and all that stuff. So you get the 15% regen and the extra fury. That doesn't look like that's possible. It looks like you're going to need a few more champs to answer some tough fights. I love how Void looks like a fish. he just goes for a little air swim. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm done with this fight. Okay, I'm gonna go for a swim. All right. Yeah, no, never mind. Also, if you're looking to use a champion that doesn't crit very much, Void is your guy. Yeah, no, so... I'm stuck in between Act 6 and the Abyss of Legends. He has a greater incinerate. Well, should I go in there with this fool and just try to get him down? Let's do it. Come on, man. Look how crazy this damage ramp up is. Interesting. I didn't crit a whole lot, but I think if I had, the damage would have been crazy. That's an interesting interaction between Sunspot and Red Hawk. You want to try the Heimdall Hela Angela synergy? Would have to give up. So the question is, do you think that Aegon can answer most of it? That's what I want to know. Because it seems like, I don't know, it seems like I didn't get to watch the whole 6 hours. I saw Seaton use a lot of Doom and a lot of Aegon. So do you need 2 answers to get initial clear? And that was his path? How many paths are there? So I still have a bunch of questions. But it absolutely didn't seem like you how I initially pictured the whole thing. I don't know why I went in here with Thing. Well, we're stuck with it now. I'm too busy trying to think about this. I'm at 20 rock stacks. Come on, Green Goblin. Nobody really wants to put up with your stuff today. You know, you throw these weird things around. You fly around on that thing, which no one else have. Just you. Everyone else has, you know, feet. But you get to fly around on that thing. I can't take it anymore. Come at me, bro. I'm not trying to complete the whole path. Perfect. That was this punk. A couple of fights you couldn't use Aegon, but yeah, for the most part, he used those two. So yeah, you probably could go in there with the synergy. I did see him pull out Nick Fury a couple of times, but yeah, I don't know. It was just for Quake. That was the Quake fight. I remember that. Big finish. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was ugly, but honestly, I just want to see how this one interaction works. Seems very possible to Aegon, which surprises me. It surprises me too, man. Because if you go back and you look at the descriptions of all the different boss fights and nodes, you'd think the interaction between the two of them kind of eliminates having a one-size-fits-all solution like Aegon. Quitting out to bank the combo really set him up. Yeah. So I guess you have to plan on doing that. I ended up doing that a lot for some parts of 6.1. Monash has a solo. Huh, okay. Solo, he has a solo fight with Thing, ramping up Aegon. Once you get into a rhythm with fighting Thing, he's pretty straightforward. Just kind of a little bit of a back and forth, and you're good. Used Nick Fury for the Invisible Woman. Second champ from the end. Does anyone remember how many fights that was in total? Completing this uncollected is so important for you because the acorns will ensure you get the awakening gem from the 1 million acorn milestone. Yeah, bought in blood. I hear you, man. Also, you also have another, like, roughly 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks until the next event quest comes out, so you'll be able to every day get some more acorns. No problem. Okay, let's see. This is the biohazard. This is the one I brought. It's the one I brought my good friend Charles for. So I brought Thing for this guy. Well, that went over like a lead balloon for sure. Oh no. I have a tendency to want to hit into people's blocks. See if we can get 2 of these stuns off. Going for a third. Throw that special, boy. Well, that was dumb. Come on, man. There we go. Assassin's range. I'm not gonna even attempt to hit into his block. Every time I do, it's like a guaranteed poison. And it's not a baby poison either. Nice. Okay. Panaman Pete started a stream and Ghost is gonna be his thing? Yeah, probably. Probably. I'm curious how far people can get with Ghosts. Okay, so this is the fight that I was curious about. I was thinking I was gonna have to rank up my King Groot to get through it, but Man-Thing's actually really cool, and he does an armor break and a poison. Once I get my pustules on him. So I want to see if I can actually pull that off. The damage is going to be terrible because he's a 5-star, rank 1, level 25. But let's just see if we can pull it off, man. I'm curious. Jeez. I may not I may not live to make it to my well, we got the armor break. I was using Aegon. Okay. Got the armor break. Not I might have to take him to rank 2. He also has a synergy with King Groot. I want to read that and look at that up real quick because I don't need all of these champions. I could probably do away with one for sure. Okay, so every time I parry, it inflicts a poison debuff, dealing 25% of its attack over 5 seconds. But if I could get the armor break off on the special 2, with a big enough health pool and a big enough attack, plus this King Groot, just waste of space synergy, I probably could do it. We can test it again, which I absolutely want to do. Who did I use the least? It was this fella right here. Actually, it was Thing. So I'm going to remove Thing, I'm going to bring back Void. And this should be good. Right? Actually, there we go. I'm going to use Colossus for Mephisto. You saw a rank 3 5-star take this fight against Mysterio, but it was long as hell. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Because you could technically get that fight down with anybody. It's just, it's going to take you forever, man. It's going to take you a long time. Mysterio's not fun to fight as it is. Okay. This fight right here with Massacre is not fun either. He hits so hard. A perfect block is a good answer. Come on, man. I do have a hard time dodging that SP2, man. That's no joke. Done. Darkness, he's working on the an epic. He's trying to get that done. You know, I think the last time I did this, I did not have Sunspot available to me. I think he was in Alliance Quest or Alliance War or something like that. fool. Please don't get your special 3. Oh man. Whoops. Oh, uncollected you're doing. Sorry, man. I thought you were doing the epic version. You're doing master. I'm getting absolutely wrecked, man. I lost Sunspot already. Dang. I keep getting clipped by that SP1, man. Please call it a day on him. Good. Epic isn't worth it because you can barely survive 5 fights. Keep practicing, man. Keep practicing. I got absolutely wrecked. I still have... Was that only 2? How many fights is that? 1, 2, 3, maybe? Okay. Perfect. I just... I gotta start over, man. I'd completely messed that up. Dang. Let's use a few of these. I have some of these small energy refills in overflow. Just pop a few of these so we can get to where we need to go. Alright, I'm going to try this massacre fight all over again. Yeah, Bought in Blood. Don't worry too much about finishing. You still have 2 weeks. I believe it's 2 weeks worth of the 8 Cornucopia events. There we go, off to a better start. Yeah, man. That Awakening Gem would be awesome for you, Bought in Blood. I agree with Darkness. Alright, let's keep it moving. I'm gonna bring, I got completely slaughtered in this fight. I'm gonna bring my, my Void here. That SP1, man. I love that power reverse. It's awesome. Done. You have Aegon, man? That's awesome. You have 5-star Aegon? Bought in Blood? That's amazing. That would be a perfect champion to awaken. I've kind of noticed a pattern. When your damage in theory is supposed to ramp up insanely like to an nth degree, you stop critting. Did I see the fight that KT did with Human Torch against Deadpool? No, I didn't. I did not. I stopped in on him for a little bit, but it happened to be in the time I was just getting out of work, so it was a little bit busy at that moment. But is it an OG Deadpool or a Deadpool X-Force? This is why I need to do some looking into going back and rewatching these fights. I'll probably spend a lot of the weekend checking that out, planning. Oh, dang. OG won the regens. It was a crazy regen. That it's a continuous thing. Let's get him down. Let's get him down, get him down. Come on, man. Green Goblin is still such a pain, man. All this time later, it's like 2 years since he's been released. You've done all but Uncollected? Nice. But you said the Uncollected piece is just super tough. So Uncollected, I think, what does it give you? 250,000 acorns? Which I think can be made up just by doing the Acornucopia event. You should be fine. I'll check how many days are left. It's either 1 or 2 weeks. This is the biohazard. Okay. Don't hit into his block. I did it, and I did it twice. This is an unforgiving biohazard. I almost did it again. I almost hit right into his block. Come on, man. Throw that. SP1, my friend. Whoo! Yeah, I'm hitting into his block while I'm saying I don't want to hit into his block. Man, you know what just happens. That's what we do here. I end up doing dumb things while I'm saying don't do something dumb, and I end up doing it. Okay, so I could see that once I push to my SB2, I could break Mysterio's armor. Hopefully I can survive long enough in this fight to push myself to my SB2 and then break Mysterio's armor and then parry afterwards. That's what I want. Because it's guaranteed poison on parry. I need to armor break him in order to get that. And if so, I'd much rather rank up Man-Thing than King Groot. Because, man, I don't like King Groot. Okay. Here goes nothing. Good thing the damage reflected was not much more than a regular blocked hit. Okay, good. I think this is gonna work. Yeah. No, I think this could work. I think it might still involve a few revives, but that seems to be a viable option. So I'm going to do that. He is my next rank 3. I really want to rank up Hyperion and stuff, but I think I'm gonna have to put that on hold for sure. Hit into his block. Well, you're saying don't hit into his block. Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah, it's amazing. I will literally give myself advice as I'm going and doing the exact opposite thing. It's a normal thing for me. Well, that kind of wraps it up. We've been streaming for about an hour and 10 minutes. I have a lot to think about, man. I really do. I really want to get into some Abyss now that I saw that it's an achievable goal. The initial completion happened within 6 hours of release, and some reports are coming in that it happened even earlier than that. So maybe it was a short path. I'm not sure. I do really want to finish this Act 6, Chapter 3, 100%. Maybe we'll have some news on Chapter 4 soon. I'm assuming that release is probably not going to come until about February, March, April area. Because the beta for Chapter 3 happened about 3 or 4 months before they actually ended up releasing the whole thing. So, and they just released the Abyss, so I'm assuming you're gonna have 2 or 3 months. I bet they want to spread their content out a little bit. But yeah, that gives me some stuff to think about, man. We're gonna certainly plan and review some of the completions from today. Maybe we'll talk about this a little bit more. But with that being said, at an hour and 15 minutes, I'm gonna call it a night. I will see you guys tomorrow, and take it easy, folks. Peace.